The Tinder date. I'm cleaning the ovens, a job that technically isn't mine, but I'm doing it anyway to avoid the work of my own, when the grit of his voice is a thunderclap in my head. Everyone leaves Chase. Everyone always leaves. He speaks, and there's a glance in my direction, a chuckle, and a hand on his temple. His 5 o'clock shadow illuminated from the sculpture of light that dances before us. It is late, the mall is closed, and neither of us understand why they haven't kicked us out yet. He says this as a joke only after he mentions his alcoholic brother and anything but present father, and maybe it was a joke. But I can't unthink that maybe it wasn't, and maybe this speaks to the person that I am. That I notice his pain before I notice he has acknowledged my name. It is the first time he has said it, and I like the way that it floats from his mouth like a bouquet of balloons, but this is our first date, and what do I say? Because neither of us want it to get deep this quickly. His statement fits inside of me like a skeleton key, swells and fills and inflates holes I didn't know I had. I know I understand this ache he claims as his own, because how many times have I said this exact same thing? I learned this lesson long ago, and no matter how many times it happens, it hurts just as bad. I don't know how to say any of this because, once again, this is just a first date, and I know the flowers I brought him will probably outlast us, and this is a wall that might have just come down, and this is scary and human and real, and I remind myself not to apologize, because apologizing for something that is not my fault is emotionally irresponsible. We have only been talking a few weeks, and he is my first since the one who broke me. I've forgotten how to be anything other than brick and cement and concrete, and I've forgotten what it's like to be vulnerable in front of someone who isn't twice my age, and telling him all of this would be weird, and my mind is a clusterfuck, so I just stay silent. Hope he doesn't notice the fire alarm growing inside of me, that I don't regret this in the morning. I'll never know if he will read this poem about his voice that felt like a hammer. But now, cleaning the ovens, a line 3 deep of soccer moms wanting meat sliced is forcing itself out of me. So I write in hopes it will appease the word vomit gods, because there is nothing more terrifying, yet more beautiful than discovering pieces of yourself in other people.